Welcome to Council Connection. I'm Christina Rinderly, Mayor and Durango City Councilor. This program is designed to give you a snapshot of happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting. This time we look at the February 21st meeting. One of the first items on the agenda is the consent agenda, which allows City Council by a single motion to approve matters that are considered routine or non-controversial. There's usually no separate discussion of those items unless a council member or a citizen requests that an item be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. We had 6 routine items on this consent agenda, and all were approved with no additional discussion. We did, however, have 6 public hearings. 3 of those were on legislative hearings on land use code and regulation amendments for medical and retail marijuana, specifically dealing with creating buffers around marijuana businesses. There's been concern that concentrations of marijuana businesses downtown and along major business corridors would not be in line with City Council goals of maintaining Durango's sense of place. The proposed buffer drew responses from some representatives of marijuana businesses.
I am not in favor of the proposed 300-foot buffer zones for several reasons. First, I am not certain that additional restrictions are necessary. While I understand several people complained about the dispensary on 10th Street, I believe the current regulations significantly restrict the locations in which marijuana dispensaries may operate. In fact, at one point during the map creation, a council member referred to the map as a map of no opportunity. Imposing further restrictions will make it nearly impossible for marijuana dispensaries to find locations to operate.
Our primary concern really is with should an existing business get displaced, their ability to relocate. There already are limits for distances to things like parks and schools, and we express support of the buffer and cap combination, and that's really coming from the point of view where if council is going to adopt a buffer, that adding the caps, that the buffer be citywide, and that adding the caps to that would help preserve any of those further reduced possible locations should a business need to relocate or have a landlord issue or need to find a new location, that those few areas that may remain not be all in Bodo and then not also be taken up by new licenses before that challenge would strike an existing business.
You know, we're in a unique spot at Enema Circle where we're in need of relocation. And we get to deal with this map directly. And I've been kind of lost on this situation for a while as I've worked through different types of scenarios. And I you know, with some of my peers, I do believe that the best way to support current businesses, as most of them have leases, and as all the zones where marijuana is allowed will fill up in time, would be to cap, citywide cap, on all marijuana licenses.
After lengthy discussion, councilors decided to clarify the existing restriction of 1 marijuana business per street segment downtown, which will now include the entire block, with a 250-foot buffer between businesses throughout the city. Final approval of the changes will come at a March council meeting. The first of 3 quasi-judicial hearings dealt with the preliminary plan for an apartment complex at the former Rocket Drive-In site. Developers hope to break ground on the 194-unit complex later this summer. Issues discussed included construction of a new Escalante Drive, expansion of the Animas River Trail, drainage, noise, and the appearance of the development. Developer Luke Harry indicated that they are looking at high-quality furnishings and amenities in the areas.
As far as our club and amenities and everything go, we're still working through the final amenity package on it, but we know that we'll have the typical gym, we'll have virtual fitness, we'll also have a bike repair portion that's attached to the clubhouse and a ski repair portion that's attached to the clubhouse. And in the packet that we sent in has a lot of the interior finishes that we'll be looking at. So you guys are more than welcome to look through those. Our designers we hire an outside firm to do that because it's just, everything would look like Texas if we did it, so we have people that actually know what it should look like, so we let them do it.
Though they've been referred to as the Rocket Apartments, Harry said they have not yet settled on a name for the development.
We have a marketing firm that does all of our naming, and they gave us 5 names 2 weeks ago, and none of them really jumped off the page, so we asked them to go back and do it again, and we should get those pretty quick. So we'll definitely tell you all.
It's hoped construction will be completed in late 2018. The second quasi-judicial hearing was on the preliminary development plan for a 100-room Springhill Suites hotel on land adjacent to highways 550 and 160 at Mercury Village. Developers hope to begin construction this spring and open the hotel within a year. The third and final hearing was a rezone from medium to high-density residential for a 2+ acre piece of land in the 1600 block of Florida Road. The last two items were approved. Lastly, during City Council reports and actions, some items of interest were raised. Councilor White noted that you can now connect with social media accounts for various city departments by simply going to durangogov.org/social media. This is a good way to keep up on all that's happening in our community. You are also urged to participate in our latest virtual City Hall survey. Durango is in the midst of developing a housing program to increase opportunities for all, and your input is important. To take the survey, simply go to durangogov.org/virtualcityhall no later than midnight on March 6th. And two park-related matters. Completion of in-river maintenance of Durango Whitewater Park near Santa Rita Park will result in the closure of the Whitewater Park to all boating activity through mid-March. And the Parks Department Spring Summer Activity Guide is now available. You can check out programs, events, and activities, and even sign up. Just go to durangogov.org/activity guide for the electronic version. The guide is available at the Rec Center and City Hall, as well as various other locations. Our next study session will be Tuesday, February 28th at 4 p.m. Items on the agenda include updates on the Organic Parks program and community development projects. Our next regular council meeting is March 7th at 6:30 p.m. And that's Council Connection for the February 21st Durango City Council meeting. I'm City Councilor and Mayor Christina Rinderly. Thanks for joining us, and remember, you can always contact your city councilors at citycouncil@durangogov.org.